It's on the wardrobe? I don't know.
Mm.
And we're live.
Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you may be in the world. This is another yet clandestine scene for Hong Kong House of Cards. It is, at this point, August 23rd, 2015. And we open the scene in the ever-present, ever-used, ever-lovely location where our characters seem to congregate, Adam's Brothel. Because, well, why not? It seems like a good place for people to just congregate. It's not like he runs a business or anything. No. And we will start with Adam sitting in his chair, melted in the chair, looking at Riker, and just labored breathing at this point.
Now tell me again what happened.
Okay, what happened? What happened was we went to the wall.
Are we assuming Gus is here? Because if not, I'm gonna say at this point in night he's just kind of like knock, 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 knock.
Yeah.
That works. At that, Mei Ling will actually go to the door. At this point, everybody has seen Mei Ling, except maybe Gus. But an Asian woman in her early to mid 20s opens the door and looks at you. And Gus speaks Cantonese, yes?
No.
Okay. She says something that you don't quite understand.
What?
Sighs. And speaks in very broken English. May I help you?
Sure. I'm looking for someone.
Ah, very good. And she gestures you inside.
Alright, he'll shades back on and walk in.
Okay, she closes the door behind you. 20 locks get locked. Deadbolts up and down the entire length of the door.
It's kind
And
of
a old school wooden thick ass barricade comes down over the door.
You expecting someone to kick in your front door, meaning business?
No, not really. You hear Adam's voice behind you. She kind of just scurries off to his side and sits down on one of those traditional Asian pillow seat things.
Does he still look like he's pretty well beat the fuck up?
Oh, buddy, he's got blood everywhere. It's dried at this point, but he looks like he has seen some shit.
Looks like someone went ground and pound on you, where you went ground and pound on someone and they just kind of bled like a stuffed pig.
You think I look bad? You should see the other guys. Actually, at that, Adam kind of reaches over and winces, and Mei Ling actually reaches over, and you hadn't really noticed it before, but she hands him a head. Like a decapitated head. And that normally would be cause for concern, except this is way more concerning, seeing as this is a Krynos to Guru head.
Oh, I'm gonna need something here 1 second. Oh, dear. Well, what on earth have you been up to? Seems like you've been kind of busy.
Now holding this head.
Riker is going to roll Guru lore and try and recognize what kind of head of what Guru it was.
Before you do that, I need everybody here to roll me perception alertness.
If it was a glass marker, there's going to be no obvious pure breed. Perception alertness, you said?
Yeah.
Yep, roll me some perk alert.
Perk alert. I'm going to perk alert and alongside its spec. Probably doesn't matter dick at this point.
1 sec.
Standard diff.
1 success.
1 success.
2.
Okay, 2 successes. Okay, for a 1 success, this thing is still in Krynos, first off, and has no physical abnormalities. 2 successes. The thing has cybernetic eyes.
You
You
went.
son of a bitch! I was about ready to do something cool, and you have to go ruin shit.
What?
Out of character.
Oh, sorry.
You went
Out of
toe to
character.
toe with a cyber glasswalker.
He kind of turns his head and winces. Yeah, I did.
Can I still do deep drought on those eyes, or is that kind of out of the question?
They're cybernetic.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
So,
with
I mean,
probably no, but
I
it's on
would say
you.
that yes, but it's gonna be
Difficult.
you're gonna have a hard time fucking shitting those things out. That's like shitting a watermelon out the size of a pea hole.
I can give it a go.
Okay, by all means.
He'll shift to Raribus, and
Oh look! I finally do can make a gorilla lore check.
That's your
this
standard bird form, right?
yeah, it's Krynos.
Okay, you shift into Cronus. Oh god, Adam that actually kind of shivers.
And he'll kind of look over the head a little bit, and with the talon finger, take and wrench out the cybernetic eye, and just kind of look at it like,
Adam at that dry heaves. Ugh.
and yeah,
He
he'll
looks
just,
like
You
so
might not
in
want to
the
look over here.
and then he'll shift down to Corbin and take it in his beak for deep drought. We'll start with the right eye, because
Okay.
that's
Which one's the right eye?
more pleasant.
Okay, 2 successes to recognize what shifter is Gus.
Do you have shifter lore?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're both 10s, those 2 successes. Yeah, you know he's a Korax. Past that, you don't know. You just know he's a Korax.
Okay.
What is the right eye again? What
Right
memory
eye
are you
is let me see here. It should be in the left eye is the bad perceptions, the bad repercussions that come from the guy's death. The right eye is the good about the good things about why he died and all that crap and la. It's a perception empathy roll.
Oh god, you need it from his perspective?
Yep.
Oh
One
god.
success.
You need good things that came from his death,
Yes.
from his perspective.
Yes.
There's nothing.
Okay, actually there is something. Because there's still some of his original organic tissue in the eye. Yeah. There's a sense of peace washes over you. And you feel as if he felt that in his death he was going to be reconnected with Gaia.
And he'll turn.
Almost as if he was trapped and being set free.
And since I took that lovely 2-point merit, we're going to do the other eye.
That is the most awesome broken merit for Korax, just saying.
And it's only 2 points, and it's amazing. And we'll do the left
It
eye,
is.
2 successes.
So here's the 2 successes.
Bad things from his death, from his perspective.
Yeah, do you feel what they felt?
Yup.
It's been a minute since I wrote up. Okay. It's a jumble of flashes and emotion and visual. But right at the moment of death, there's a heavy sensation of weight bearing down on you. And blood begins running down your face. You feel like your own blood running down. And you know it's your blood. You don't know why, but you know it's your blood. And you look over as you see Adam fall to the ground, like people grabbing for him. But you see him fall and just fucking... Have you ever seen somebody jump from like 25 feet and they hit the ground and just crumple on themselves?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see Adam fall to the ground, crumple, and just barely start moving, and people are like rushing over to him. And it's very cinematic in the effect of you fall to your knees and you're still watching, and you fall to your side and everything goes black.
I'll pause for a second and shift back to Hamid. Kind of try and put the eyes back and just close them, and faintly mutter, "May you have peace with Gaia in the next life."
Adam looks at you and then looks at the head, looks back at you. This thing needed to die.
Yeah.
For the record, James, because you were there as a player, the head that he ended up taking was the final head. I should probably mention, Sean. Yeah. I should probably mention, Sean, there were like dead, smoldering bodies of like other Garou around. Like they had been lit on fire. There was the smell of blood, smell of burning, burning hair, all that shit. So
he's been released from whatever had him captured his, I guess, soul.
Then may he find peace in this life and the next.
I think he will.
Good. This is what I spent my afternoon doing.
I'm hardly sorry I missed. Sounds like a fun evening.
Yeah.
There were 5 of them. There are now 0 of them left.
Wow.
Do you know if there's more?
I don't know. All I know is they materialized like goddamn Predator.
Well, that's trouble with Captain T.
If y'all want, do me a favor, roll some shifter lore.
Intelligence shifter lore?
Yeah, intelligence shifter lore. Riker, you have the option of Garou lore, if it's higher, if you'd like.
Okay.
A success.
A success?
Fuck
4
those
successes.
A success? There's several places they could have been that you know would materialize to the physical plane. Hey Riker.
Yeah.
Pretty fair, accurate guess. They were probably in the Umbra and showed up.
Yeah.
They probably were in the Umbra and then came across behind whoever it was that they were chasing, because predators don't just run up on you like that.
Makes
All
sense.
I'm saying is fucking Charlie came out of wherever the fuck he went and went running, and these things pop out of fucking nowhere.
Understandable, but that's not a good thing. All that great on his part, because he didn't show restraint in the face of death.
No,
but he, just staying, for what I could guess, he probably salvaged his reputation.
We know if these are Garou that are missing in the local sept.
I have no clue, man. I don't know. I don't hang out with Sept on general.
If they are what they look like they are, they're not attached to the Sept or Gaia.
All I know is they had cybernetic legs and fucking they had dude, and he turns the skull to where you can see where it connected to the base of the spine, and the spine itself, like the little bit that's there, is actually encased in what looks to be adamantium. Like
Well,
maybe Wolverine.
he'll turn to Riker and be like, well, yes, they at the time they were encountered weren't attached to Gaia, but they were before, and they will be after.
Yeah.
So we need to know where these fuckers are getting their source from. Because this
Here's what I
is
know.
not good.
We go to the wall. Zhu starts looking in some mirror. Riker disappears off, or not Riker. Charlie disappears off to God knows where. Charlie comes back, starts running. Zhu gets startled, comes to me, starts backing away. I look over, and there's these 5 fuckers, and I'm sorry, but no one puts baby in a corner.
Okay. That explains a lot. If she was looking in a mirror, I know a lot of the Guru use reflective surface to peer across the gauntlet or step sideways into the gauntlet.
Yes, it makes it easier.
It makes
Here's
it.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. No one's going to threaten her. I won't tolerate it. I will die fighting that.
And if I have
She
a
was
feeling,
uncomfortable.
if
She didn't like where shit was going. I wasn't going to tolerate that.
I have a feeling if he probably was in the Umbra at the time and saw when they came into the area, knew
Well,
what they
here's
were,
what-
and go ahead.
Here's what I'm going to say. They're dead now. That is the important part.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of funny. Like, everybody's backing up to the fucking SUV, and it's great. Which, I don't have an SUV anymore, but that's okay. Insurance covers random act of God, right?
Usually.
So, we've got the entire crew there, which, by the way, there's Grawl in town, for the record.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, Bosco, he's a great guy. I love that guy to death. So, fucking everybody's backing up to the car, and me, in my epic stupidity, I'm like, I'm gonna put myself between you and them, and do the Atom thing, right? So, we go and do this, and they're like, the fucking Guru, it was beautiful, man. These fuckers, and he looks at the head again. This motherfucker right here, all of these fuckers, they were like, yo, give us the fucking dude. And I'm like, what? No, you're not getting the dude. And like, for 5 minutes, this group is arguing with these machines. Okay? So, it's fucking awesome. Like, they're sitting there going, give us the thing. And everybody's like, no, he's been repurposed. He's cool. And finally, I'm just like, you know what? Fuck all of this. So, I teleport to right behind one of these bitches, and I'm just like, sword to the back, eat a dick.
Are you guys combining
And,
Umbra and Spirit Lore out of curiosity? Or is it two separate things?
I think Ari
I
said
would
it's
say it's...
the same lore according to Ari.
If Ari said it's the same lore, then it's the same lore. But yeah. So, I'm standing up for myself, and suddenly I look over, and the fucking Grawl has shifted into this fucking massive bear man thing. And fucking Charlie goes, and he goes fucking full on ham. And I'm just like, okay, cool. I have my fucking backup. So I teleport to behind this fucker and just waylay on his back. And fucking A, Oathbreaker, I love this sword. So I waylay on these things, and everybody's just like, go to town, go full ham. And these things are like, oh god, fuck those cannons. These things didn't have goddamn arms, dude. They had fucking cannons, like electrical shot cannon things, instead of arms. It was the most ridiculous goddamn thing I've ever seen. So,
Sounds like someone's
one of
been playing too much Mega Man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. 2 cannons instead of arms. Like, these cannons were like pinchers at the end, like fucking crabs, you know, and he turns his hands into like, he doesn't actually turn them, but he fingers like lobster boy hands.
Yeah.
You know? Fucking pinchers. So we do this, and we get down to the last one. Well, the one before the last one is like turning on Zhu, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna move fast. You're not gonna see it. He looks over at Riker, Quicksilver, and looks back at
Right.
Gust. He's like, no, I'm not gonna allow that to happen. So I just run up behind this fucker and just fucking waylay on him, and I stop. And I catch my breath, and at this point, I'm kind of labored breathing because that was a lot of energy. So, this fucker, immediately drops to his knees and falls over dead, and I'm like, yes. And all I could do was kind of look in Zhu's eyes, and all I could really think was, this one's for you, baby. So it was fucking awesome. So, I've got some space between me and the final one, and everybody's like kicking the shit out of this guy, and these things heal fucking quick. Like, fucking quick. Like, fucking Wolverine, dude. So, these things, man, we get down to the final one, and I look at it, and I look at everyone else, and I'm like, I really don't want to have to fight getting through everybody to get to this fucking thing. So I get a bright idea. Brilliant fucking idea, okay? So he looks at Riker and points, ow, ow, and he winces in pain and points, and he's kind of laughing, very borderline Joker laughing. He's like, fucking flicker flash. Fucking flicker flash, that's all I can say.
Okay.
So I look at this thing, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. So I'm looking up, and I'm like, let's see here. Okay, yeah. So I teleport myself to 100 feet up. I'm just like, fuck it. Sword to the head. And I'm like, okay. So as I start falling, I'm like, everybody grab that motherfucker. So we've got people grabbing this guy and just holding him in place, right? And fucking, I come down, sword into skull, fucking fall on my face. Oh, Jesus Christ. I swear to God, it broke like every bone in my goddamn body coming down.
You almost did, according to the healer.
Oh, buddy. Oh, that was fun, though. That was fun, to say the least. So, we killed the last of these sons of bitches. God, was that a fucked up fight. So we killed the last of them, and we get to talking for a second. And this goddamn crystal fucking scorpion, dude, comes out of fucking nowhere, materializes, and starts coming down with the goddamn stinger on me. And I'm like, fuck you, bitch. And I teleport us all back to the council chambers. It was a fucking awesome day.
Okay, one question.
Yeah.
How big was the scorpion?
Big.
Am I talking skyscraper big or T-Rex big?
Something like that. Something like that.
Oh, Lord. Okay. I'm assuming you use Wayfair in most of this, so the mist is going to cover it, so I'm not going to press that.
Flicker flash. It's amazing.
Yeah. But
Okay.
then again, that big of a scorpion spirit. I'm going to have
What do you mean,
tell,
spirit? This thing was in the real world.
Spirits can materialize.
He just points to Gust. Yeah.
Wait, what? This thing couldn't.
Some spirits who are powerful enough can breach the gauntlet and materialize in reality.
Oh, well. I don't know. This thing was big. But yeah, it was a total fucking shit show, man. The important thing is you didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
So,
I'm going to have to go to the Sept and tell Rachel about the scorpion.
Who's
'Cause,
Rachel?
She a theurge?
uh, no, she's a guru, but she hasn't actually given out what her auspice is, but she acts aggressive as hell.
Is she a Naroon?
Yeah.
Probably, but
So-
she's the boss lady of the Sept.
So
Sept
yeah.
Alpha?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, in all of this, I have narrowly escaped death. I protected an otherwise helpless guru. I killed some threats to this fucking wild thing that they just told me about today that weren't apparently worm threats,
Mm-hmm.
and I survived. I would say today was a good day.
Yeah.
Definitely a good day.
Although
Why
the
were
broken
you
bones.
all so close to the wall?
Oh, we were going to go investigate it.
Let's see.
I was over by a portion of it, a little further down. Yeah, it spans the border crossing of Hong Kong.
Did you guys get any new information about it? I mean, aside from that apparently Guru, who are corrupted, apparently appeared and attacked
I would take that information and say that's some pretty hefty information.
Yeah, don't go running up against the wall unless you have a death wish.
Yeah, that's the information that tells me is this wall is ours and it will be protected. And you know what I say to that?
Well,
Or-
then instead of running head on it against it, we need to find a place where we can kick it in the balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, a place like that yet?
Not yet, but Adam looks at the skull. I really say about it being protected? He looks at the skull. Who's laughing now, bitch?
You say, in terms of record, you know the Sept Alpha for the local Sept here.
Yes.
Tell her she needs to count her numbers and see if any of the local Septs need to count their numbers as well. How many of these Guru that appeared?
5.
5.
Yeah, you hold up 5 fingers.
There's 5 missing Guru. We need to find out where they're getting them from.
Yeah. I have a bad feeling. A feeling if they were outfitted with cybernetics, they were originally of the Glasswalkers.
They also need to tighten up things.
Security.
Nobody
Yeah.
needs to go out alone. Because if this is what they're doing to us, that's trouble. I
Yep.
don't think anyone can say that.
Well, I gotta point out, it's trouble for you guys, and this next part is gonna sound kind of douchey. Ugh, and he kind of grips his side. Don't take it as such, but it's kind of a point here, and I'm just making a point because, well, that's kind of my job. It sucks for you guys, but it means with us, they can't really target us because unless we call upon the wild, or call upon the weird, it makes it really hard to find us.
Yeah, but here's
Like-
the
Like I
thing.
said, I know that comes across kind of douchey, and that's not at all what it's meant to.
No, I understand.
What it's more so meant to say is we're not in this alone.
Mhm.
Like, we can protect you guys.
That's good to know.
Yep.
What I'm more worried about is they already know where we are and are abducting shifters for their purposes and how they're doing it.
So we double up on changelings and shifters.
Yep.
We go in teams. I mean, I don't
Sounds like a
know.
plan.
Kale, what can you do? Because we all know what I can do at this point.
I'm pretty good with the art of chicanery, and I'm trying to work on learning some more arts. I
Tell you what.
have an ability where I can actually learn Kenpo gifts.
Nice.
If we're gonna do this, how many of your kind are in this city, so we know?
X number. Adam gives you an accurate an accurate number. Out of character, I don't know right now. But you have to figure there's one changeling for every, I think it's 40,000.
Yeah.
So.
And we're going to have to bring that wall down like fast. I went near it in the Tyrolean, and it felt like I was walking past cold iron.
Yeah, that wall's fucking creepy.
Need to see if there's any more Korax in the area.
Say the cold iron part. He just said
a little late for that, homie.
We need to see if Gus doesn't miss a beat. Like he registers it, but doesn't seem to care much. He's like, I need to find if there's other Korax in the area. See if they know any information. They've been here longer. Sounds like it's time for a parliament meeting.
Yeah. Speaking of intel and shit, dude, we gotta talk. I need to know about you guys. Like, I don't know a whole lot about shifters that aren't werewolves.
Well, anything you ask, I can tell you. There are no secrets.
Okay. I'm just saying, I'm learning a lot right now, and I don't know that I have. We need to talk at some point so I can learn this. I'm saying, like, right now I've got a lot on my plate.
I understand.
Fuck.
You guys are going to have a fight. I may, maybe a Korax, but I definitely got a little bit of fight in me. I'm not going to go to battle for any light reason.
Well, all I'm saying is silver works wonders.
Awesome. So they still have that weakness. That works.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it was the silver, the flame, or the poison.
Probably one of them, if not all. I found, and he'll pat a holstered 9mm on his side and say, I find that this kind of does the trick most of the time. But, does either one of you have Guru lore or shifter lore of any sort? Go ahead.
I have Guru lore.
Go ahead and roll Intel Guru lore.
I need a total of 5 dice, please.
5 dice can do.
You'll probably know about the silver thing.
Slam dunked that shit. Yeah, it's a fetish.
Oh.
Nice. So yeah.
Nope. Riker's having a duh moment.
There's a bunch of like glyphs along the hilt of it, and the grip of it, and along the barrel.
I love my katana. That's all I'm saying.
Probably served you well in an incident like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I almost broke it off in the thing's skull, but the sword, it's too useful to injustice that way. And I didn't even go cat. Oh, apparently there's a Marpo person here now, too.
What?
He looks at Kel. Yeah, we have a mermaid.
Oh yeah, I know about that.
Yeah. Yeah, that he looks at us. They exist.
Fine. if I exist, if you exist, if half our lot exists, then I'm not too surprised that they
Unicorns exist too.
Oh, I'm well aware.
I could never see a unicorn though.
A whole Guru tribe follows unicorn.
Yeah, dude, it's not a
What?
it's a thing.
Oh, well, okay, but I can never see a unicorn.
What tribe are you trying to become a kinfolk of?
Children of Gaia?
You might see one more often than you think.
No, I
Yeah,
can never see a unicorn. I've had sex.
right.
If that prevented a child of Gaia from seeing their totem spirit, I would laugh. The sex that goes
What
on
do you
in
mean
that tribe.
What do you mean a totem spirit?
Uh, uh,
It's
think of it as a spirit that is the guiding force, a protector of sorts. For a pack, for a
Okay.
tribe, what have you. A sept.
Okay. I will note that.
yeah,
It's usually not
yeah.
it's usually not the big bad spirit like capital U unicorn in question. It's usually just like a greater jagling or something like that.
What's a jagling?
It's like a
uh,
semi-powerful spirit. It's not as weak
Okay.
as like a gaffling or like an ingling, but it's about a mid-level powered spirit.
Okay. So, yeah, these fucking werewolves. It was great. They fucking appear and then they just kind of die because I wouldn't. Nobody puts baby in a corner. So, kill them dead.
you're going to be an interesting child of Gaia kinfolk.
Well, if he's into the sex, drugs, and peace and love, I think he'll fit in just fine.
I'm a Fiona. It's kind of what we do.
Oh, there you go.
Uh,
We okay. To explain to you, I'm a Fiona. We ain't scared of shit. Like, there's nothing you can do to make me afraid.
Oh, well, you're at least
So,
getting well. That definitely puts you on the scale of being more useful than Ensign Parker,
Ensign Parker.
my wingman.
Is his first name Peter?
No, that would be halfway cool.
Okay.
it would probably explain explain his trouble on a naval ship.
He does make a good bitch
So,
boy, though.
Jesus. So yeah, no, Fiona, we're not afraid of anything. Like, there's nothing you can do to make us afraid. I mean, I've now seen a handful or hand and a half of werewolves go whole rah rage machine, and it's just like, okay, that's cute. Like, I register fear, but it
doesn't affect you.
yeah, like, I know what the sensation is, but it's like fight or flight does not kick in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It lets me do some stupid things at times.
Obviously.
But yeah, the downside of that is I can't fall in love.
That seems quite a price to pay.
Yeah. Well, can't is such a harsh word. Yeah. Things wouldn't work out.
Yes.
It would be bad. So, Gust, what have you been up to, bro? Like, fucking, council meetings and you just, yeah.
I've been busy with job requirements.
So what I'm hearing is they told you you're going on a submarine and you're gonna hold the party and
Oh
everyone's
no,
coming.
I'm not. I'm not going to be going on no submarine. No, just your basic drill and whatnot, and keeping the plane in check, and making sure that Ensign Parker can pull his pants up in the morning. I know it's a difficult task for him.
Dude, I'm just saying that sounds like some really banal bullshit.
I'm a really highly paid, highly paid babysitter. I've come to that conclusion.
Like that sounds banal as fuck. Did they tell you when you have to get up?
Yeah.
Like, did they set your schedule for you?
Yeah.
Oh god. I don't see how any changelings could exist in the military.
Oh, you would know better than I would.
Not the Navy, because a lot of those ships straight up iron.
In the
Steel.
Navy.
Steel, metal.
I think the
Still
worst part
unyielding.
is having to be stuck out at sea with 5,000 other guys.
Well, the Navy and my penis have something in common.
Hey, Riker just face palms.
Every ship is stuffed full of 5,000 seamen.
Ha.
God, look
So, dude, like, all I'm saying is ouch. I don't think I thought this plan too thoroughly.
You thought about the love interest and not the risk.
No, I thought about the risk, and my initial thought was to do one thing, and people were in the way, and I didn't want to hurt them by trying to do the one thing. So I was honestly just going to kind of swing from the katana hilt and do a somersault and land, but there were people around, and I didn't want to like bash into them.
Understandable.
So my plan, I would have been fine if I did what I was trying to do, but
Well,
People.
then again, if you had people holding the GRU in place, you would have had that one person there, there planting him to worry about
Yeah.
anyway.
Zhu tried to grab me, and like I just went right past. But yeah, I have now officially broken bones. Like, I have never broken a bone before in my life, and this sucks. Like, I do not suggest anybody do this shit.
Yeah, it's a little tricky for those that don't deal with...
Don't have wings?
No, don't have the vitality of some shifters.
No, we have our ways of healing that.
No, it's just not as, I guess, efficient. I mean...
I just don't know it yet. Speaking of any turns to kill, you're not primal, are you?
Could you repeat that? You broke up.
You're not primal, are you?
I have not studied in the primal art yet.
Fuck, that means I've got to go to the library and read. God damn it. Okay. Well, shit. Gus, we gotta go out patrolling sometime, buddy.
Sounds like a plan.
Just don't eat fish eyes, like, whatever you do. Now, you went into that big-ass bird form.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta ask, are there were chickens?
No.
Okay.
No,
So I can't have where. So I can't eat where chicken tonight. Where chicken tonight?
No.
Okay. It was worth asking. I think it's a pretty legitimate question.
Yeah,
Wait, wait. I just thought of something. Hold on. You're a were-raven.
Yes.
Why are there were-ravens but no were-chickens? Chickens are in an abundance. You'd think they use chickens as their kinfolk. Come on. I mean, McDonald's, for Christ's sake. You could be like the biggest eco defender of fucking chickens and fight McDonald's on a corporate level.
You do realize
Well,
it's
there are
not real
plenty of
chicken.
fare that used to be that are no longer. You can blame the guru for that. Maybe you can ask them what happened to the were chickens.
That, and
So,
you do realize McDonald's does not use actual chicken in their sandwiches.
no, not their sandwiches. They're McNuggets. You could be a
That's not
defender of the
chicken either.
McNugget. Oh, yeah, it is. Like, you could be an eco defender of the McNugget. Yes, Gust, the eco defender of the McNugget.
He's back.
Gust, we got to do it. We got to make you an eco defender of the McNugget.
I think the painkiller just kicked in.
Although,
He'll speak in Greek. May Gaia have mercy on your soul when you meet a shifter with more rage than I.
so,
With the shades
yeah, he's
back
like,
on.
Gust, I got it. It just dawned on me. So wait, hold on. I got a question because you guys in your kinfolk thing.
Yeah.
So, your kinfolk. Do you ever just look at a random raven and be like, "Damn, them some pretty nice raven tits"? Like, do you?
Yeah, the morphine
I mean,
kicked
seriously, how does that work?
Differently. But then again, we don't, unless we have maybe raven kinfolk, but it works differently. There isn't breeding like there is guru. Korax are made.
Oh.
Any human can be chosen for the rite of the fetish egg and become a Korax. So there's
I
no
can
really
become a
any
Korax?
kinfolk. Possibly. If
A
Raven
Korax
smiles upon you.
changeling. A Korax changeling. Adam looks at Riker and has this just stupid smile on his face at this
He
point.
just facepalmed. Oh god. No. You're already a trickster. You don't need help.
Gus will speak again in Greek and go, Raven, have mercy on them. They know not what they do.
So he looks back at Gus. I've got it. I know what I'm going to do. So,
What?
because, yeah. So, Gus, I got to ask, do you ever just go as a raven and go to Central Park and, like, talk to the fucking birds? Like, and I'm not asking that to be this giant racist douche. I'm asking because legitimately I want to know, like, how does this function? Do you go out there and go, you know what? I'm gonna have sex with a bird.
Yes,
No, not
do tell. We
usually.
need
But-
lore 101 class.
Not usually, but, you know, birds do have interesting information. They see things from a different perspective, especially the spirits.
He
of
nods.
those animals.
Okay. So you're telling me you've never been a bird fucker then?
No, I had a
Okay.
mate.
Oh. And Adam actually, like, stops grinning at that and kind of frowns. Oh.
She was a Noisha.
Wait. But Guru must not mate with Guru. Wait, you're not a Guru. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
This
And neither was
litany.
she.
Litany crazy shits. Litany crazy shits.
Lenny
Wait.
doesn't.
She was an Uisha. And the egg. And he looks at
No.
Gus.
No. That's not how that works.
You can't rebirth people?
Well, no. Like I said, Korax are not born; they're created.
Wait, you guys aren't born that way?
Nope.
Do you ever miss being just a normal person?
He thinks about it for a sec, I guess. Maybe, but that's not what I am, so I don't worry about that too much.
Well, you're the first thing that I've met that isn't born what you are. And so like well, no, I suppose vampires. But it's like you're not a vampire though. So
No.
it's like
I wouldn't care to be a leech. Helios would frown on that just a bit.
okay, all I'm saying is at one point I looked at a vampire and told it, if I come back to you in a couple of days, I'll need you to turn me into one of you, okay? Like, shit got bad in New York, okay? That's all I'm saying.
Well, that would be very
Yeah.
disappointing if you became a leech.
Well, I would forget everything. Like, it's a fate worse than death.
Why would you do it?
Because I legitimately thought I was gonna get killed. And he looks at Kale, strung up on the cross, crucified, that whole thing.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, your people
So-
crucify each other?
He looks at Gus. No, it's not like that. Not really. Kind of. Sometimes. Okay, without getting into too many specifics that I really shouldn't be discussing with you, it's the worst punishment we can give you is to crucify you.
I would say so. That seems long, painful, and agonizing.
Yeah. It's about like silver. Well, not silver to you because we discussed that. It's about like a werewolf in silver.
We did? I don't remember him discussing the gold issue with you.
He asked specifically. Adam asked you the first time they met when he found out you were a shifter. Does silver affect you like it affects werewolves? Remember?
I don't think he said gold, but he said no.
You didn't say
Probably
gold.
to that.
You said no.
Yeah. So.
So then that's why Adam specifically did not say
Right, okay,
it's like
okay,
gold
I do
affects you.
remember that now, yeah.
So yeah, he's like it's rather like silver would affect a werewolf. Crucifying us, it does bad things to us.
Kinky.
Yeah. Oh, just think about it. The first time they offered to put you up on St. Andrew's Cross, oh fuck, that's kind of an intimidating thought.
I could think of something more intimidating. If they want
What?
to flip you upside down like St. Paul.
Yeah, no, that'd be bad. But yeah, no, it's when you really do something and they need to make sure that you do not come back. Would they crucify you? And like this is not something that's taken lightly. Like this is something that, like genocide.
So your people had your own war of rage.
Recently, like there
That's
was a whole
scary.
year where in New York there was a war, and like shit got bad. Like some of our people, he looks at Kale, and then looks back at Gus. Some of our people, like, started imprisoning other ones to work on the war effort, like indentured slavery. Like it was
I'll look
pretty
over
bad.
at Kale kind of curiously and kind of
Not
do
mine.
tell.
Well, not exactly his. Okay, so without getting into too many specifics, Kale is a member of a different house than I, and that house incited the war. And
Like a tribe of sorts.
yeah, kind of like the tribes. Except, yeah, well, no, basically like the tribes. Um,
Pretty much.
so basically, Kale's house incited the war, was my understanding, because the war was over when I got there. But Kale's house incited the war, and one of the members made a poison that was gonna, my understanding, is be released into the Atmo. So it came down over the entire city. And okay, so there are things like us that aren't us, almost like cousins. Okay, kind of like you're like a guru, but not a guru, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there are things like us that are not us, and this poison was gonna like kill them.
Sounds like the war rage to me.
Yeah, pretty much it was.
Yeah, Adam looks at Kale and goes, "Theodine."
He just facepalm. Yeah, he just
I'll look at
read.
Riker again and go, what?
he Adam looks back and kind of just shrugs. Remember that thing I said? Too many specifics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah.
That wasn't
Fucking.
the best time for my house. Let's put it that way.
All I'm gonna say is we all do things that we're not proud of. The sooner you realize and accept that, the better off you'll be.
Oh, I haven't found that yet, but I'm sure I will eventually.
Well, for what it's worth, I tried to do something good and I ended up betraying my liege lord.
Hmm. Officers don't usually take kindly to that.
Nope.
Yeah, no, I am an oathbreaker because of it, so. Like, you guys, the rituals and rites are important, and to us, it's like the promises that you make are important. So,
It's like a promise to a spirit. You break that, and shit kind of gets ugly.
Oh yeah.
yeah, kinda, yeah. So, yeah, fun times. So, hey Gus,
Mm-hmm.
how do you know what this renown stuff is?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay,
The renown determines your station in society. The more renown you have, the more respected you are,
okay.
and it determines your rank.
So,
Though, as a kinfolk, technically you can't have rank, but it definitely says a lot about who you are to be a kinfolk with renown.
so I've got to tell this massive story at something called a moot.
Yep, that's how the guru do it.
Yeah. And I kind of need help weaving today's events into the story
Okay. You know a
because,
galliard?
no, I know Theurges.
Alright.
So I've got to weave this story into something impressive for this moot thing. Because then if I do that and they're impressed, they're going to make me into a kinfolk.
Interesting.
So, that being said, how would you do this?
Well, it depends. Guys have different ways of telling stories. Some
Okay.
are seeing, some unimaginative glasswalkers do PowerPoint presentations. Some tell
Oh
the
my god,
story
that
like
is
someone on
that is
stage performing for an audience. Just depends on the guy in question. I personally prefer our method better, but then again, some people don't like playing telephone. And eventually your story gets around long enough that there's just a place for you higher up on the tree. And the only person that can tell you you don't belong is Helios. And if you done fucked up hard enough that Helios doesn't respect you, well, you done fucked up.
Well, I don't think I done fucked up. I think I done good.
Sounds like it.
yeah, you did. Let's not go with the Glasswalker route because they're the most banal freaking tribe ever.
This Bane
Okay.
thing, what's...
It's imagine like eating bad food.
Mm-hmm.
Now intensify the sickness that gives you by 1,000.
Ouch.
That is banality to us.
Yeah.
The easy answer is banality is anything that takes the wonderment out of a child's eyes.
So that poor helpless soul that works at the DMV.
I don't go to the DMV for a reason.
There's a reason why I actually go near enough to a Glasswalker to ask them, "Hey, yeah, can you help me renew my ID online, please?"
So yeah, like, I don't know. I need to tell this tale next Friday at this moot thing. And it's gotta be good. That way they will accept me into the family, as they so put it.
Cool. I hope that works out for you. If you need help, I'm not a performing type, but I suppose I could try my best.
Well, you guys deal with werewolves. Like, what kind of shit do they want to know about?
They want to know about what glory you did in battle. They want to know about what honor and respect that you garner from others. And they want to know the wisdom with which you act with in your life. Those are the three major types of renown.
I don't feel that I was, like, that wise in picking that fight.
Sometimes in a fight, there still can be wisdom to be gained from it. If you fought something in a clever way that befuddled your enemies, or you were wise enough to make sure that none of yours were injured, or something along those lines, that you researched an enemy before you went headlong into a fight.
I researched it enough to go, I don't want any of these people hurt.
There's also the wisdom you can garner from learning from your mistakes in combat.
I learned not to teleport 100 feet above my enemy.
Duh.
I'm sorry, but that's my favorite thing. Nothing like Batmaning a motherfucker.
Yeah. Like, sure.
Then again,
but-
I have some wingspan to help with the fall.
Yeah, all I'm saying is, it's not the fall that'll hurt you. It's the sudden stop at the bottom. I could
I
fall.
found it always helps to
Hey.
have something to break your fall.
Yeah, the ground does a pretty good job of that.
But a body underneath you does a pretty better job.
Yeah,
Transfer your momentum to them.
yeah, I thought about that, but then again, people were like all around it, and I didn't want to topple this thing like on top of them because, well, this thing looked pretty heavy.
Crenus Guru are pretty heavy.
He looks down at the skull, which probably weighs about 50 or 60 pounds in and of itself.
Probably should find a place to put that
Oh, I
somewhere
have a
away
place.
from prying eyes. Oh, good.
Here.
Not that I
He-
care, but
pocket.
Guru tend to.
He pulls out a coin and offers it to Gust. Here, take this. I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So, congratulations. Welcome to Enchanted Land.
Okay.
Welcome back to
Yay.
Command Core Reality, Gust.
Yep. Now I remember the shit that I forgot temporarily.
There's
Yep.
a reason. There's a reason why I had this overlay up for the scene.
Yeah.
So, Adam gets up and slowly starts hobbling to the stairs. And
Riker will come up and help, like have you do the whole lean up against the shoulder thing to keep you balanced.
it's wonderful. So yeah, Adam is hobbling his ass upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it, Adam!
And yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna have to catch you
So-
if you fall. You do realize this?
You realize I weigh less than 200 pounds, right?
Yeah, but still, that's also 200 pounds with momentum because you will be coming down here in a cartwheel.
Well, I'll be fine. So
I'm
Adam
just gonna
hobbles
look
his
at
ass
his.
upstairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep watch on him just because he's looking really drunk and hobbling.
So yeah, he hobbles upstairs and hobbles into what looks like a bedroom, actually.
Mm-hmm.
There's a very mundane, simple, probably a queen-size bed. There's drapes. There's a less impressive desk than the one he normally sits at downstairs. This is probably looks like a cheap $20 desk from Walmart with a folding chair. And the one thing out of place in this very simple room is a very ornate, old-looking wardrobe.
That's cool.
And Adam hobbles over to it and opens the wardrobe, and there are coats. There is a trench coat, actually, in there.
Question: What is it? What's the roll to remember something?
Straight
Intelligence.
intelligence.
Yeah.
What are you trying to remember so I can tell you your diff?
It wouldn't matter anyway. The Chronicles of Narnia.
I would say that's popular enough in
Pop culture
In-
that you wouldn't need to make an intel roll.
yeah, I would say that. Yeah, it very much looks very similar to that, though.
He just looks at it. You're gonna put it in a possible portal to home.
He looks at Kale, looks at the wardrobe, looks back at Kale. It's been in my family for years. And he hobbles his ass into the wardrobe. And
Walk up behind him. You do realize this thing looks what this thing looks like, right?
As you say that, you are stepped into a mansion.
He,
Yeah.
he just,
Adam kind of just looks at you.
he'll just look back at the wardrobe. Hey, Gus, you want to come in?
Sure,
Come on.
he'll follow you in.
Adam kind of raises his hands as much as he can without hurting and kind of gestures around. Welcome home. This place is thoroughly lavish. This is like fucking lap of luxury shit all up in here.
Hmm.
Dang, dude.
Um,
This looks better than my place.
uh,
Out of
He
character
shrugs.
resources three apartment
Resources
with a
3 can
freehold.
afford quite a bit now. Welcome to
Yeah.
20th anniversary.
Yeah.
Resources 3 got a massive fucking boost.
Yeah, they boosted all of them really
Yeah,
nicely.
because you fucking look at the fucking financial structure of the world.
Because Resources 5 is your fucking Bill Gates. Have a nice day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna need the Changeling 20 book at some point because I'm working off
It's
of
not out
RP
yet.
Portal, and it's still behind.
C20 isn't out yet, although I'm waiting for them to announce the Kickstarter for it.
Yeah, I know, right?
I know, Sean, if you find out before I do, let me know.
Bling, bling. I'll be saving money for that.
I know, right?
I'm not missing out. I missed out on B20. I missed out on W20. I ain't missing this for the life of me.
Yeah, you can still order V and W20.
I know. You can still get them from Drive-Thru RPG, and if you want a hardback color copy, I hope you have a small fortune stashed away.
Amazon
It's like,
Not a
has
small
80,
fortune.
it's like 80 to 120 bucks, I want to say.
Yeah, I paid 106 for mine.
Ugh.
Amazon's the same price for a W20.
So, Adam continues walking. There are servants walking around with champagne on dishes, caviar, little pinwheel roll-up sandwich things, and just all sorts of shit. He walks out to a set of glass doors and opens them, and you're now looking at what can only be described as nature. How familiar is Gust with the Midwest?
Eh. He's more from the
Yeah.
Southwest, but yeah, he knows the Midwest a little bit.
This is American Midwest. How the fuck you got here? Don't know. But hey, it's a changeling, so it could be any way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you are looking at the American Midwest nature, and he's just like, you're on a massive balcony, by the way. At this point, overlooking this, you obviously at this point realize that this mansion is built on some sort of hill, cliff, rock face thing. And in the Olympic-sized swimming pool at the bottom, you see a what can only be described as a mermaid sleeping on some sand.
At least she's comfy.
She's safe. That's the important part.
Yeah.
But yeah. And Adam hobbles back in. And hobbles to the main foyer section where you guys first came in. And points, because it's multiple stories, he points to a mantle to the side and gestures to it and looks at them. That's where I'm going to place the skull.
You're gonna put it. Okay, I'm not even gonna ask because I've seen weirder.
I'm going to get it mounted. No worries.
That's
It's
why I
like
said.
he looked at Gus. No offense on this, but it's like a battle trophy. You know?
Guru do stuff like this all the time. I'm not particularly surprised or offended by it.
Okay. Well, I didn't want to offend because like they are intelligent things, and you know.
Mhm.
But yeah, hunters do this type of shit all the time, and like, you know, I I kind of feel like an apex predator at this point.
Technically, mountain lion in that category already.
Yeah, exactly. I am an apex predator.
And I'm an apex scavenger.
Yes, but you in the cycle of things, you're food.
If you can catch me.
You're my friend. I don't want to get into this debate.
Yeah, also a lot of werewolves say they garner a lot of wisdom from Korax.
If it
So,
wasn't for us, they wouldn't have any wisdom to begin with.
so what is this War of Rage thing?
Oh, yes.
You spoke about it earlier.
It's sort of like the thing you described. It's when the Guru got egos too big for their own heads and felt that the rest of the shifters should follow their lead and nothing else, and that they were the masters of all of Gaia's children. And so when they wouldn't kowtow to that, they simply started exterminating their own, the Pharaoh.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
They eventually wised up to their stupidity, but they're not particularly bright, and it went on for quite a while.
Wow.
It was messed up. Wasn't born at that time yet.
Like, just wow.
And then when they came to the New World, they had a second one where they exterminated native populaces, shifters, mainly their own Guru.
Why? That sounds like a really dumb idea.
Yeah,
Like,
well, I don't ask the furballs why they do stupid shit. They just do it.
not all furballs do stupid shit. Just the males. The males are primarily just fucking.
I don't know. Have you met a Black Fury before? I'd say the females do plenty of their own stupid shit.
I don't know. Like any werewolf female I've met's been cool.
He hasn't met Black Fury yet.
Black Furies. It's not post-menstrual syndrome. It is permanent menstrual syndrome.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds a little special, to say the least.
Yep.
Like, yeah, no, I know some children. No, wait, I think I know a Black Fury. She was nice. Out of character, Sean, Night Eyes. What is she?
Black Fury.
Black
Yeah.
Fury theory.
Yeah. Adam's like, yeah, I knew a Black Fury once.
You probably treated her with respect. That's their big thing.
Well, I wanted to bang, but you know, and I made no qualms about that. But then again, when I want to bang, I make no qualms about it. Period.
Surprised
Well,
they walked away uncastrated.
I don't know. She she kind of laughed at me and called me sugar lips. So
Sure was a ragabash.
No. She was a Black Fury.
She
But-
probably was one of the more calmer moon shifters than And a rune would probably you wouldn't survive with your balls intact.
Oh no, I would have. I would. He pats the sword. Oathbreaker would have ensured that. So, so yeah. Do you guys have anything else you want to do in the scene?
Not really.
Nah.
Okay.
I need
Cool.
to be probably here pretty shortly.
Gotcha. Well, then in that case, Adam will spend the next couple of hours talking with Gust and getting info from him so that he can get Korax lore. Yay! Or Shifter lore. Yay! Or both.
Probably Shifter lore.
Yay!
Yeah. Since I'm here too, that would be an up for me.
So, yeah, Adam's going to spend the next couple of hours talking to Gust, showing him around whatever he wants to see in the Freehold, and getting Shifter lore. So, that being said, thank you players for playing, thank you watchers for watching, and as always, have a good evening.
Later.